I cover my own.
Marty McKay, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here at the U.S. Conus, coming straight to you live from Conus. You know, listening to my man Marty McKay. He just dropped that new LP, Sin's Disciple. You know, out there from Zurich, Switzerland. You know, my new LP dropping. And 2 years ago, I collaborated with Marty on his Sin's Disciple album, the LP that he just dropped. Got a couple songs on there we collaborated together with. He sent me some advanced release copies of it. I've been listening to it. I'm feeling a couple of the tracks, like Unleash Rage, the one I just played for y'all. And then there's another one called Sin, that one's crazy. Who Could You Trust? I'm gonna play one of my favorite joints.
Beside our mind, the heart won't accept them. We got twisted, the heart just blocked through the circulatory system. That put you in prison, and they put you out of commission. Lovely written, lost with no limit. No matter what happens, it's never too late. Sin is just something reality creates.
Hey, Marty killing it. Yo, Marty killing it. You hear my boy Marty getting busy? That's right. Hey, that's that new album, Sin's Disciple, out now. You know, you can get that on martymckay.com. That's MartyMcKay.com. All right. It's a concept record. You know, it's got like a multimedia overlay to it with a lot of different parts, a graphic novel, of course, like an animation. The overall concept is the 7 deadly sins, and then he breaks each of those down, you know, musically, and adds, you know, just that. I want to say, like, y'all know, like, Tricky's my boy. You know, I love Massive Attack, and always listen to that, you know, when I'm just riding, you know, on the way to the plantation, on the way to work. You know, I listen to Massive Attack just on relaxing, you know, just when I want to have some, you know, just sit back and just zone to some music that's not all about the glitz and glamour and gloss of the world, but just records that just affect you and stick with you. You know, melodies, you know, all the composition is intact and is correct. I want to say that Marty is a mixture between, like, one of my favorite groups of all time, Tricky's group, that the Massive Attack, and in hip hop. He already had the concept, but he needed just some MCs to come in and just give him a little bit of guidance in terms of, you know, because he's from Switzerland, so, and he speaks English well. You know, it's just that there's certain slang things and the enunciation of words, lyrics in English. He needed a little bit of just guidance with that, and we helped him with that. I'm gonna play some of the joint. I played you my favorite joint, well, one of my favorite ones from him, and I'm gonna play what the collaboration that I did with him. You know, hold on a second. Let me cue that up.
Weed is the first spice. Man first, man fight, first birthright. From the womb to the birth, to the burn, to the tomb, to the light. What do you want and own after life?
See, the reason why I fuck with this album, or why I even got down with it to begin with, first of all, Marty is the consummate professional. Secondly, the record itself, it's not a pop record, but it has the instrumentation in it that classifies it as, you know, modern day. You know, it's got that mainstream appeal, but, you know, something that you could take and you could, if they was to accept it, if they was to put it out there like that, it would have that appeal. But in terms of its content,
out of touch with the mothers on animals and bugs, unlimited greed, over limited needs, causes infinite grief. From extreme extravagance to
unlimited needs causes infinite greed. Like when you listen to his subject matter and where he's going with it with his rhymes, because he's rhyming. So when you listen to it, then you have an understanding that he's crossing boundaries here. He's taking all that explosive instrumentation, creating imagery with it, and then he's putting poetry to it that's reminiscent of old school hip hop ideals, you know. So I fuck with Marty McKay hard body, man. Like his style and what he did with the record. Yeah, what he saying? Civil liberties. Yo, man, that's that who can you trust joint. You know, in a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? The big homie Marty, man, like, he grabbed all of the concepts, you know what I'm saying, and put them together musically to create, you know, an awesome LP. You know what I'm saying? I'm really impressed by the final product. And, you know what I'm saying? I wish him the best on his release. This is his debut. It's out now. You can check out MartyMcKay.com. You know, it's available right now. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just a multimedia project. It's got all kinds of things involved. It'll be out there in Switzerland and Zurich. It's a function going on out there. And some of the homies from over here, like, I'm gonna be getting up with him when he go over there. And yo, man, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, man, maybe Marty could get on RBC. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, albums like that need to be heard. You know, because, you know, if you got records on the radio right now where they talking about, you know, that's where the demons hide and all that type of stuff. You know, and here you got hip hop artists and artists with alternative, you know, coming with that subject matter that is supplemental to all of that. You know, it gives you another zone with all of that. Yeah, and then I got my joint, Fait Accompli, dropping. You know, it's a raw record. It's featuring, you know, exclusive production from JP Beats, Pirate Music. You know what I'm saying? RBC is the record label, and it's another Holy Toledo Productions. You know, I had the architect mix and master that record, so you know you're gonna be able to thump it in your systems. And we got Nino on there featuring we got the Crooked Eye on there with the Nino featuring, and then got the Flawless on there, and then, you know, one of the groups that I always kept it 100 with, you know, some of my favorite MCs on planet Earth, and that's the Horsemen. You know what I'm saying? The 4 Horsemen, we on there getting busy. And, you know, we got a 5th and 6th and 7th Horseman on there too, because we got Tragedy on there, Tragedy Gaddafi. And, you know, we just getting busy, man. So, you know, go check that album out. It should be available now. Fait Accompli. Go check out that the Sin's Disciple album from Marty McKay. And that's really all I got, man. Peace.